Going. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Davis.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker continues to elevate his play every year. He said it's just putting in hard work. I take this game very seriously. I love the game of basketball. I don't count myself out. No matter what the score is, who we're playing, I'm going full tilt. Kevin, back to you.
A special talent indeed. David, thank you. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Johnson and Ayton are the inside pair. Booker and Bridges are the wings. And it's Paul in at the point. And for the Lakers, Montrezl Harrell is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Davis. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Dort in at the two-guard spot. And it's good, 2 points. Paul's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Suns. James against Booker. Kuzma passes to Dort from downtown. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Now here's LeBron. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. And stolen by Booker. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
Al Paul, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Paul surveying the floor. 5 on the clock. The tray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Aiden's specialties.
Here's James. Here's Davis. A beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Paul with the ball. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Pass to Bridges. The Suns need to get a shot off. And Davis sends it back.
Oh, the long reach of Davis. Outstanding at using his wingspan to erase shots.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
He's not a guy who's going to sit back and settle for jumpers. He's going to get to the bucket every time he can.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the three, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do.
Now Kuzma, following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Kuzma, and the rejection by Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Ayton. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. LeBron up top. 23 points his last outing. Here's Harrell.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Dort. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. He dishes it to James. Shot clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's Davis missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Ball outside. Pass to Bridges for 3. Rebound the Lakers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
From deep. Kuzma can't get it to go. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Pass to Paul. To the paint. They could use a bucket. And Davis sends it back. Booker against LeBron. Outside, Davis lets the 3 fly. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. And here's James outside. Offensive rebound. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
Just doing the job on the backboard. Here to see the numbers for Booker. He's averaging 30 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Now here's Winslow. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Lakers in the lead. Bounce pass Napier. Caldwell Pope for 3. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Showing some intensity there. I like how Davis attacks the offensive glass and comes up with second chance baskets.
Now, Booker. What a tremendous game he played against Utah.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Davis inside, covered by Winslow, and Davis puts it in.
Now off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Bazemore finds Booker. Saric outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bridges with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
The defense made a good effort right there, but Davis is so powerful. On that drive, it's hard not to make contact.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Davis.
One of my favorite bigs in the entire NBA. When Anthony Davis is on the floor, it's appointment viewing only.
And the Suns call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. 4th, Devin Booker.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Kicks to Winslow. The pass to Booker. There's the drive, and he gets it to go.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that and has a nice feel for giving up the rock. And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri, had played pro ball, started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And here's Winslow. After Miles Bridges getting his shot to go from deep. Passes it to Baseman. And he drives in. Kicks it out to Booker. Over Howard. A nice shot by Booker.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Sharch dishes to Booker. Jacks up a 3. Hands it from downtown. Booker's got 5 now.
There's no reason you should leave someone open around Sark. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Here's Napier. From the arc. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris Paul.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year. Early in the year, we was doing that every couple games. We was like, man, our record was here, this was that. And teams change, your games have to change.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They're doing great work on the boards in the early going, especially at the offensive end. Those second chance points are starting to add up.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. The forwards for them, Bridges and Johnson. Kent Bazemore is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Ball against LeBron. Pass to Bridges. And here's Johnson outside. Greg, so much excitement. The final game of the regular season is here.
You know, be it the playoffs for those lottery teams, maybe a nice family vacation. There's always a silver lining for everybody.
Right. They can play 2K, too, if they're not in the playoffs, right? Now Paul, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Dort, defended by Paul. Launches it. This ball grabs the miss.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
To the inside. Here's Ayton. Crew on the 14-footer.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
The drive by James inside, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Bridges. Here's Dort. And the Lakers with another miss. Suns trail by 6. And Bazemore kicks to Paul. Ayton a screen on LeBron. Paul outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Bridges. Here's the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
LeBron outside. Davis with a screen on Bazemore. And the Lakers get it back. And Davis throws it down hard.
Whoa! AD sending a message there. Flexing on the
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Paul outside. The pass to Bridges. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his third foul of the game. Rivers, he's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for James. Smith checked in for the Suns. Lakers leading by 8. Caruso looking for an opening. Outside for Davis. A second chance effort. And the Lakers with another miss. Phoenix has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And here is Paul. Passes it to Bridges. Shoots the 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game.
exceptional instincts from the clever guard, Paul. I mean, reading the D, making the right pass.
Bazemore finds Smith. Off target from three-point range.
Defensive breakdown. When they can't capitalize, he'll hit that shot almost every time.
Driving inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Harrell. And for the Suns, Sharch has checked in for Ayton. Booker comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Winslow subbed in for Chris Paul. Suns trail by 7. Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Here's Caruso. Kuzma outside. Fires from deep. Traps in the tray. Kuzma's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
Using his good shooting mechanics, Kuzma has the necessary range to hit from deep.
A nice shot by Booker.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Davis inside. He's against Smith. And Davis can't get it to go. So for Phoenix, their last game a win against the Utah Jazz.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave.
Back to Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Off target from outside. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. Driving the lane. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 9.
You see the quickness from Rivers right there. He's good at probing inside when he gets a chance.
Winslow, the pass to Saric. Back to Winslow. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Suns shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good from Winslow, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Bridges comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And it's Napier in for Alex Caruso. In the corner, it's Bridges. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Bridges got his second bucket tonight.
Well, this is what Bridges' off-the-ball awareness can get him. I mean, rebounds and second chance buckets.
Now here's Winslow. Here's Booker. And he drops it in from the low post. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. The drive by Booker. Saric trying to break free. And yes, it's good. Booker's got 12 in the game. Lakers leading by 7. Napier kicks to Howard. Booker looking around. The teardrop falls in. And now it's only a 5-point Laker lead.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 12 points, 2 block shots, and 9 rebounds. So far, he's played a big role for his team here. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
This is what makes Anthony Davis so special. He's able to flex his muscle and use his superior mobility. One of the hardest guys in the league to match up with.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell him stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Davis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's LeBron James. And it's Dort in at the shooting guard. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out to me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Now here's Paul. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Bridges. Takes a 3. They get it back. Ayton. And the layup's good off the glass. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
LeBron with it. Now guarded by Ayton. James, the pass to Harrell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harrell's got his second bucket of the night.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Harrell against Johnson. Booker outside. That 3 off the mark. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by his... Oh, wow!
Nice! That's just superb concentration despite getting hit. James is just excellent at scoring through contact.
For Los Angeles, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. The Suns making a switch here. Bazemore's checked in. Paul with the ball. Down low. Here's Ayton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Ayton's got 10.
Oh, Chris Paul, one of the best ever at running on offense and getting his teammates involved.
LeBron against Booker. The drive by James. Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Suns trail by 10. Paul passes to Johnson. Tries again. And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Knocks it loose. Davis kicks to James.
I see him.
Harrell setting the pick for LeBron. From deep 3-point range, here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
This isn't fair. Everything is going AD's way. He's in the zone and scoring at a terrific pace.
Ayton a screen on LeBron. Paul outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Count it.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
LeBron against Paul. Pass to Bazemore. Johnson outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Dort. Buries the long-range jumper.
Timeout.
And the Lakers lead by 15.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
Platoon swap here for the Lakers. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Lakers, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Bazemore dishes to Winslow. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Booker. Saric outside to stop the run. McGee with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Here's Caruso, defended by Booker. A 3-ball. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look out west. Look at the Lakers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, there's the Suns. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
And right now for Phoenix, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seated.
Back to Bazemore. From deep 3-point range.
On defense, Bridges has a good mix of strength and speed. Keeps his man under solid pressure.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Caruso. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Caruso's got 5 minutes.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backcourt.
Timeout call, the Suns.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Kent Bazemore.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. His last 10 games, 11th in 3-point field goal percentage, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. Saric passes to Booker. To end the drought. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight. He kicks to Napier for the 3. And no good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Bridges shot. Good. Lakers leading by 16. Going inside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Now, this is what we saw from Bridges in college, the live body, able to make contact and complete plays.
Phoenix has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. To the right side. Defended by Bridges. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Saric. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
Unpredictable nature of Saric. I mean, it helps him on this end. He's great at forcing the issue and getting these fouls.
Saric nails them both.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Bridges for 3. Here's Howard. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Suns, Johnson and Ayton are the inside pair. Booker and Bridges are the wings. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Oh, come on, you can't allow James to get position down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. They trail by 16. To the inside. And there's Booker on the assist by Johnson. 16 points for Devin Booker. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing we learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
LeBron kicks to Harrell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
You know what? They've been hitting the boards hard, and it's paid off with a bunch of second chance points.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in the transition.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Bridges a screen on Harrell. James against Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
James. And James throws it down hard.
I love how fierce James is. A ferocious dunk artiste.
Suns trail by 17. Paul outside. Ayton a screen on James. Paul outside. Clock at 6. And the pass to Bridges. Here's Ayton. He's guarded by Davis. Trying to get open is Johnson, but he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Lakers leading by 17. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now James. To the paint. Here's Harrell. And Harrell shoots it in.
James is impossible to guard in the screen and roll. He's a master at slicing the D apart with the scoring, penetrating, jump shooting, passing. Should I go on?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Johnson finds Bridges. Booker inside. Paul with the three. Johnson outside. Passes it to Paul. Second shot opportunity. Again the miss by Ayton.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Pass to Kuzma. Back to James. And taken away by Paul. Pass to Ayton. They need this one. Over Davis. And that one's good, Ayton.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
LeBron can't get it to go. Suns trail by 17. Johnson outside. Bridges a screen on Kuzma. Johnson surveying the floor. Kicks it to Booker. Deflects the pass. Three-pointer. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Coming off the screen. LeBron showing the poise. He runs this play time and time again.
Johnson outside. He kicks it to Bridges. A three. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Lakers leading by 19. There's the triple. And again, LeBron missing.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
Johnson outside. The pass to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shoots over Kuzma. They get it again. Ayton. Great tee that time from Davis. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Davis down low, covered by Smith, and it's Davis missing. Grant the pass to Ayton. Screen by Grant. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And here's Napier. Passes to Rivers. Fires the three. Off target with that shot. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.